Hello, I'm Gavin Hoey from GavTrain.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create this amazing animated smoke effect using Photoshop CS6. We're also going to use really basic skills that you probably already have in Photoshop. In fact, if you've mastered the very basics of layers, you're going to find this technique a breeze to do, and you'll make it in just a few minutes. Okay, first thing you need to do is open Photoshop CS6 and then open up a video file. Now I've created one specifically for this tutorial and I'm going to share it with you. In fact, if you go to the description below, you'll find a link to my Adobe Creative Cloud page where you can download it for free and you can try it with this technique. There's no need to register, there's no sign-ups, just download it, away you go. Now when you bring a video clip into Photoshop, it automatically opens the timeline. Now if you don't see the timeline for any reason, then you can find it by going to Window and down to Timeline and get it that way. But as you can see, this really is a video file. When I play this through, it's a video of smoke rising and billowing up. Now, first time you run the video through your version of Photoshop CS6, chances are it's going to go really slowly, like really slow, depending on how powerful your computer is. That's fine. What Photoshop is doing is it's caching the video, which means it's kind of remembering it all. So the next time, if you go back to the beginning, you press the play button, next time it'll run super smooth. Okay, so don't worry if it's a bit jerky first time out. Okay, so let's find a bit of video where we've got lots of smoke. There we go, that will do nicely. So what can you do with video in Photoshop? Pretty much anything you can do with a photograph, more or less, you can do to a video. Now I'm going to do some really simple stuff, but you can do a lot more than this if you wish. What I want to do with this image, well, if it was a photograph, the first thing I would do is check the exposure. So let's go up to Layer, New Adjustment Layer, and Levels. And it is important to use adjustment layers on your video clips, otherwise it'll only affect the frame you see on screen, and I want to affect the entire video, so adjustment layers are the way forward. What you have with the levels is just a normal levels histogram. Okay, so it's just like levels inside of photographs, but in this case it happens to be a video. And looking at it, I can see that the blacks really aren't quite as black as I would like. So let's bring the black slider in a little bit and we'll make those blacks a little more punchy. And I'll bring the white slider in just to make the highlights just a little bit more edgy too. And that's really it. That has affected not only this frame on screen, but if I hit the spacebar, you'll find it's affected the entire video clip. Adjustment layers affect the entire video clip so that it all changes all the way through. And we can make more changes than just levels. We can go up to Layer, New Adjustment Layer, and I'm going to do a Hue Saturation. Let's go there. So Hue Saturation, normally you'd use this to change the colors. Well, you can do that in video as well. We can change the colors of our smoke to anything we like. I'm just going to put it back where it was because I actually want to change the saturation. I want that warm color, and you'll see the warm color come back in a minute, but for now I'm going to take the saturation down to about -30, and that should give me a smoke that is slightly colored but is more monochromatic as you would expect smoke to be. Again, it's affected the entire video clip because we've used an adjustment layer. Okay, so that works really well. That's improved the video already, and we're still inside of Photoshop, and we've done nothing more than we would to a photograph. What more can you do? Well, you can take this a stage further, and my stage further is I'm going to add a text or logo or graphics in here. I'm just going to use text to keep things nice and simple. So let's get the text tool, and then I'll make sure I have a nice big bold font. It's going to be Impact, and I'm going to make sure black is my font color, and then I'm going to click on the screen. Now when I click on the screen, the video disappears. And this could cause a slight worry if you're not sure what's happening. Trust me, it's all fine, and I'll show you how to fix it in just a moment. For now, I'm just going to type something in. I'm going to type in smoke. Let's be very unobvious. Let's go with the obvious thing. And we're going to make that a little bigger using Edit and a bit of Free Transform. So I'm going to stretch this out. Nice little tip. Hold the Shift and the Alt key, drag on a corner handle, and you expand equally and from the center. Okay, so that makes it much easier to size things up. Shift and Alt as you drag. Click on the tick, and there you have your text. Great, we got text. What happened to that video? Well, it's still there, and if I come down to the bottom of the timeline and I zoom out a little bit, you'll see I've got two blobs of colour. There's this blue block and then there's this purple block. If I bring the playhead into the blue block, you can see that is the smoke video playing through. And when the playhead goes into the purple block, then that becomes the text on screen. So at the moment it's going from video to text, one to another. I want them on screen simultaneously at the same time. Now I'm going to do it by making a very simple change to the layers. So here in layers you can see we have video group number 1. I can fold it up and unfold it. Everything is inside this video group number 1. That means everything plays sequentially. If I get that text and I drag it up and out of video group number 1, so it's above, it is now above here on the timeline as well. So now I can move this around by just clicking and dragging, move that purple text block anywhere I want. I can stretch it out so it goes to the end of my video clip, and now as I scrub through you can see that the text is above the smoke video. Simple as that. Very, very simple. It's no different to doing layers anywhere else inside of Photoshop. If it's above on the layers, it's above on the video. Couldn't be easier. So that is really, really handy. But we can take this a stage further. So to get it a little bit more dramatic, what I want is the smoke to appear like it's coming around or through the text. Now to do that, I'm going to change the layer blending mode. At the moment the blending mode is on normal, which means the text is opaque. I'm going to change the layer blending mode to overlay. And when I do, we start to see some of the text combining with the smoke. Let's go in nice and close. So you can see how the smoke, the highlights are coming through, and you can see we've got that lovely warm colour as well. And that's that warm colour that I really wanted. That was all part and parcel of the design. And as we play this through, it does look like that smoke text is on fire. It has this amazing look, just absolutely stunning. So that works really well, but can we change things another way? Well, yes we can. Let's scrub back to the beginning. And rather than having it looking like it's on fire, what if we wanted a more subtle effect? Well, more subtle would simply mean changing the blending mode from overlay to soft light. And now it's going to look like the text is actually in front or through the smoke. So it's not as heavy an effect as the overlay. Really works well. You can take this even further by right-clicking just to the right of the word smoke, and from here, if I can actually get this to fit on screen, it's just fitting. It says rasterized type, believe me it does, and that turns the editable text into non-editable text. So now you can apply, well, pretty much everything you would in Photoshop. So let's go and do something like image adjustments and invert. So we now end up with not black text, but with white text. So this will look different again. And that really works quite well when you change the blending mode to overlay. I find that often works better with the overlay blend mode because you get this glow as the smoke goes by. Look at that, that's absolutely brilliant. And to really take it just one step further, I'm going to do a very simple filter effect. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Yes, it doesn't get much more simple than that. We'll blur it up 4 pixels. Hit OK, and now the text has a nice softness to it, so it kind of bleeds into the video clip. And as I go through, we get this fantastic looking text, but coming through the smoke in this smoky softness effect. So there you go, there's how you can create stunning animated smoke with your text using skills you already have inside of Photoshop CS6. I'm Gavin Hoey, thanks for watching.